It all started with a grand plan. A camping adventure in Meru National Park, Kenya, through the Murera Gate. Meru, with its sprawling savannas, lush riverine forests, and the promise of spotting the Big Five, seemed like the perfect escape from our city chaos lives. Little did we know the real stars of this trip would be a troop of baboons. Yeah, your dirty mind is right. A troop of about 20 swaggered into view, their fury bats waddling like they owned the place. These weren't your cute zoo-dwelling primates. Baboons are one of the most terrestrial primates. They spend more time on the ground than in trees. Olive baboons, common in Meru, are big, bold, and built like fury Kenyan rugby linebackers. Baboons are highly social, living in troops of 20 to 50 with complex hierarchies. They are omnivorous, eating everything from fruit to small antelopes, and they are notorious opportunists. With their dog-like snouts and sharp canines, they look like they could bench press our tightly closed sophorias. The leader, a grizzled male we later dubbed Mariama, locked eyes with us, and I swear he smirked. Their intelligence is off the charts. They have been known to open car doors and zip tents and even recognize patterns like which sufurias have the good stuff. Secure your food in the tents, baboons don't mess around. And if you camp near Murera Gate, bring extra bananas, you might need to bribe the locals. The Meru Rhino Sanctuary, where rhinos, elephants, and buffaloes rule and poachers drool. Picture this. You are cruising through Meru National Park, Kenya's hidden gem, when a massive grey tank on legs strolls across the savanna, flapping its ears like it's auditioning for an African hero movie. Welcome to the Meru Rhino Sanctuary, a 83.5 square kilometer VIP zone for some of Africa's grumpiest, horniest, and downright coolest creatures.
Meru National Park has got different species of animals, among them elephants. Elephants also grow horns, and once they grow horns, they get to an area where they can get fine plants for them to feed because they are old enough. Otherwise, the elephants, once it gets to 65, it will always walk around the swamp areas and also riverine kind of vegetation so that it can eat those young, fine leaves. Behind is 3 males, which are totally over 65 years, nicknamed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They walk together around the swamp areas as they wait for their time to hand. Because their age, an elephant age will always go up to 70 years. Their male trunk is masculine from the tip. So it goes being masculine up to the mouth. And then for the female, the circumference is always average. That is, it will go narrowing, or it will remain the same. It will remain the same circumference. But you can, for a male, you find that the circumference goes bigger as it gets to the mouth. The other one is the hand. The hand is big, but for the females, we have very small heads, and also the female's back is flat, but for the male elephant, the back is always slanting.
Spanning 870 square kilometers, it's a large mix of grasslands, swamps, rivers, and forests that scream elephant paradise. Meru National Park is like the cool, underrated cousin of the more famous Masai Mara or Amboseli. Picture this. You're crossing through Meru National Park, Kenya's unsung gem, where the savanna stretches like a golden carpet and the air smells like adventure. Suddenly, you spot them. Giraffes. These long-necked divas are the rock stars of Meru, and they've got stories to tell that are equal parts hilarious and mind-blowing. It's home to the reticulated giraffe, one of the 9 giraffe subspecies, and trust me, these guys are the supermodels of the savannah. With their flashy, net-like coat patterns, they look like they have been personally styled by a fashion designer who loves puzzles. Meru National Park is like the ultimate Airbnb for giraffes, with over 870 square kilometers of roaring grasslands, riverine forests, and swamps. It's a buffet of giraffe-friendly habitats.
You haven't seen a lion, guys. Okay, one sentence. You know one thing.
These slender springy creatures are the acrobats of the African plains, and Meru is their stage. With their reddish-brown coats and those iconic lyre-shaped horns, they are basically the runway stars of the savanna. Meru's wardens are the unsung heroes of conservation, keeping a park once ravaged by poaching as a thriving haven for wildlife. Their work ensures that visitors can marvel at elephants bathing or spot a rheoless kudu while maintaining the delicate balance of this ecosystem. The waterbuck, the antelope equivalent of that friend who always smells faintly of gym socks but still manages to charm everyone. These shaggy majestic creatures are a highlight of Meru's wildlife scene. So next time you are in Meru National Park, keep an eye out for the waterbuck. Picture this, Grevy's zebras strutting around with their fine narrow stripes, looking like they just got a fresh barcode tattoo. These guys are the ultimate black and white influencers of the savanna and Meru's diverse landscapes. Those stripes aren't just for show. Scientists think they are nature's pest control, confusing biting flies so much that they burst off in frustration. Imagine a fly landing on a Grevy zebra, getting dizzy from the stripe overload and muttering, "I can't deal with this optical illusion." Research suggests zebra stripes make them less tasty to flies compared to their horse cousins, which is why you will see them grazing unbothered in Meru's plains.
Hata tu watapita tu.
Allah.
Sasa
Nzuri ya.
Ada muziki wapi? Tuko dili. Tuko kazi.
Meru National Park, a hidden gem in Kenya's wild heart, is home to the African buffalo, one of the big five and the grumpiest lone mourners you'll ever meet. Meru was once a rhino stronghold with over 200 eastern black rhinos, but poaching in the 1970s and 1980s wiped out nearly all of them. By 2000, both black and white rhinos were locally extinct, thanks to the Kenya Wildlife Service and international partners like the International Fund for Animal Welfare. Today, the numbers are growing steadily. Meet the hippopotamus, the self-proclaimed river horse, who's here to steal the show with their hefty charm and questionable manners. 870 square kilometers slice of Kenya wilderness is a hippo paradise thanks to its 13 rivers and streams. Nestled in the heart of Meru National Park, Kenya's wild and unspoiled gem lies Kina Airstrip, a runway so charmingly rustic it might just make you feel like you have landed in the middle of a National Geographic documentary. Kina Airstrip is more like a grassy welcome mat to the wilderness, where the only security check is a curious giraffe eyeballing your luggage. Let's take a comedic safari through what makes Kina Airstrip the quirkiest way to arrive in Meru National Park, with just enough info to keep you in the know. Kina Airstrip is one of the main gateways to Meru National Park. Located about 220 miles northeast of Nairobi, it's a small airstrip designed for light aircraft like those zippy chartered planes from Nairobi's Wilson Airport that take about 45 minutes to get you there. Unlike Kenya's busier parks, Meru is the introvert's dream. Remote, rugged, blissfully uncrowded. Kina Airstrip embodies that vibe. It's not just a landing strip, it's a backstage pass to the complete wilderness. Kenya's best kept safari secret lies the Potherongi campsite, a place where you can pitch a tent or retire into the beautiful bandas. If you're looking for a camping experience that's equal parts thrilling and budget friendly, Potherongi is your spot. But let's talk about the uninvited campsite guests, vervet monkeys. Vervet monkeys have been known to creep within the tents, probably hoping you'll drop a hot dog. Vervet monkeys are the local pranksters ready to swipe your snacks if you turn your back for 2 seconds. The friendly caretaker will hook you up with enough firewood for a bonfire. Each camping lot has a fire pit, so you can channel your inner caveman and grill under the stars. Beyond staring at your campfire by the wrong, isn't just about surviving the night without becoming a baboon's lunch. Here's how to make the most of your stay. Game drives. Hop in a 4x4 and explore Meru's 870 square kilometers of wilderness. Dawn and dusk are prime time for spotting cheetahs, leopards, and hippos chilling in the Tana River. Mwariama Cave, the Mau hideout, that's basically a 500-year-old Airbnb for freedom fighters deep in the lush, untamed wilderness of Meru National Park.
This is Mwariama Cave, where Mau free fighters used to come to hide themselves inside here. They were using this bushland so that they could narrow in to the cave from another small hill here known as Elsa's or Mugongo. So they could go and climb at Mugongo and view all the grasslands just to see those free colonial fighters. And once they sight where they are, they could come hide themselves here and arrange on how they are going to handle the colonialists.
Tell us something about the birds. You can see it. You can see it now. It has formed a habitat for birds and what's not.
As from that, now once the park was established by among the colonial fighters, now it is used as by bats. We have the long-fingered house bat. We also have the nut-currant fruity bat, and also we also have a yellow-winged bat, where they normally come and hide themselves. So it has made an habitat. They have also made, now it's used by bats to make their habitat.
You're bumping along in a 4x4, dodging flies, all to visit a grave in the middle of Meru National Park, Kenya. Not just any grave, mind you, but the final resting place of Elsa the lioness, the furious superstar of Born Free fame. Adamson's Bridge, the wobbly welcome to Meru's wild side. Picture this, you are deep into the heart of Kenya's Meru National Park, where the Tana River roars like it's auditioning for a nature documentary, and you come across a bridge that looks like it was built with a mix of engineering genius and let's hope for the best attitude. Say hello to Adamson's Bridge, connecting Meru National Park to Kora National Park since the late 80s. Built between 1986 and 1990, isn't just any old crossing. It's named after George Adamson, the legendary conservationist and lion whisperer who, along with his wife Joy, made the world fall in love with wildlife through their book and film Born Free. This bridge is like the red carpet to the land where Elsa, the lioness, the star of Born Free, was released into the world. It's a narrow, no-nonsense structure stretching over the Tana River. where crocodiles probably gossip about which tourist looks tastiest. The view of the rapids and the chance to spot wildlife make it a perfect pit stop for Instagram worthy shots with hashtag Noah's water leftovers. Crossing Adamson's bridge is your ticket to Kora's rugged wilderness, where you can visit George Adamson's grave camp at his old stomping grounds, Kopje, or fish in the Tana River if you are brave enough to outwit the crocs. Just make sure you book your campsite in advance with the Kenya Wildlife Service unless you want to sleep under the stars with only a flashlight and your optimism. The bridge is sturdy, but it's got that vintage charm that will keep you on your toes. And if you hear a creak, don't panic, it's just the bridge saying, "Welcome to the whale side." So next time you're in Meru National Park, swing by Adamson's bridge. It's not just a way to cross the Tana River, it's a nod to conservation heroes, a front row seat to nature's drama, and a reminder that sometimes the wobbliest paths lead to the best stories. Picture this. You are sipping a gin and tonic, lodging by an infinity pool, carved into a rocky hill, with a view so vast it could make a giraffe feel short. Welcome to Elewana, Elsa's Kopje in Meru National Park, where luxury meets wilderness in a way that's equal parts glamorous and gloriously untamed. Below, elephants lamb across the plains, probably gossiping about the latest watering hole drama. Perched on Mugongo Hill, this lodge is so seamlessly blended into the rocky landscape that you might think it was carved by nature itself. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey. I hope you found it both entertaining and informative. I kindly ask you that you subscribe and like this content, as it would serve as a catalyst for my quest